Fellow Food Faction members, friends, colleagues, allies, I stand before you this day with a heavy heart. My name is Fluffy. Some of you know me, some of you may not. But today I brought you here for a couple reasons. The first of which is what took place at the International Council just 1 week ago.
Oh my god.
I believe we are headed for crisis. The distance between what is said and what is known to be true has become an abyss. Last week, Dylan, Yui, V, and I went to the International Council meeting. Most of it was just greetings from other leaders, until Melty of the Digital Circus faction spoke up. They spoke of how the French Revolution came to their homes using intimidation tactics to try and scare them off their island. This is not the first time the Food Faction has heard this story. Electro Damon, may he rest in peace, once told us the same thing. Gayman. The same story from two sources is not a coincidence. 3, if you include that this exact scenario also happened to the Lighthouse faction during Session 1. Revolution threats and being told to join or else. While at the International Council meeting, nobody paid much mind as we had been there for over an hour already. I think it was atrocious how the foreign leaders acted. They showed blatant disregard for this pleading as they just wanted to leave. I ask you a moment to view this from Melty's perspective, as I have spoken to him over this last week, and asked him what led to his decision to speak out. He arrived at the International Council meeting with good intentions until he heard the Revolution speech. The Revolution talked of how they united their island under one rule, how they were peaceful and altruistic, and finally, how they were changing the name of the island from Magurni Luka to Sakura Miku Island.
Luka Rasher! Justice for Luka!
Knowing
Justice for
Justice.
Knowing none of this to be true, Melty's rage boiled over, and he had to speak, even though he feared retaliation from the Revolution. What has happened on Luka Island is in no uncertain terms oppression. The Revolution had more manpower and better gear, and they used that power to run the Lighthouse faction away from their homes. And they have tried to do the same thing to Digital Circus. I know we are supposed to be a peaceful faction, but if we really stand by and do nothing, and let oppression and tyranny reign, we are nothing but cowards. To quote Scott Frericks, "Here we stand, the good men and women, doing nothing while evil triumphs."
And non-binaries.
As our rigid and non-binaries.
And
while our
robots.
evil triumphs, as our rigid pacifism crumbles into blood-stained dust. The only victory afforded to us is that we stayed true to our guns down to our last whimper. Of fear and love, I fear not that I will die, but all that I have come to love, my friends and family, shall perish with me. So please stand up and stand against this growing oppressor. It doesn't have to be physical. Even relief helps these people. My second point is a little more personal. As he attacked my son, and by proxy, a part of my soul.
What?
I speak about Dylan, and how Dylan attacked not only my son and my soul, but how he needs to take at least partial responsibility for what happened to Zozo. Zoe killed themselves because they felt unincluded, talked over, and ignored. We've all heard the rumors of Dylan's numerous secret meetings. Meetings with Carl and V, where they decided to hide information from us. Multiple times, I might add. Meeting with foreign leaders.
What?
Dylan?
Where Dylan made deals without our knowledge. He told us we are a commune. But how many decisions has he made on our behalf without ever consulting the group? How many secrets has he hid from us? These decisions and these secrets led to one of our own committing a truly heartbreaking act by self-inflicted suicide.
Yeah.
Dylan has kept the involvement of the average Food Faction member in the lore to a minimum, only including a select handful of us to actually be deemed important. When I think we are all important, we should all be involved like a true commune. Important like our information, like our food, should be given out freely. Or at least for information freely amongst ourselves. Please keeps these words in mind as you progress through your days. Please think about everything I have come to say. Thank you for your time.